All right. Hey, everybody. This is Judy Jam, February 7th, 2019. We're focusing on speaking. And today, because we just did a webinar yesterday on how to get free gigs, I thought in this Judy Jam, we could talk about getting our free gigs because free gig, I do that. Like I just got an email today from somebody in Palm Springs, and it's a women's event, and they want me to speak to for them, and they have no money. They have like they want to pay me. It's like really bad. And so I said, well, I need a videotape. So can you tell me what the room looks like? And if there's going to be a window behind me, it's not worth it to do. But I said I need to practice a new speech, and I need to get some video of me doing this new speech. So, maybe we could work out something if that works. So even when you're working professionally, you still do free gigs, and there's always something you get out of free gigs that helps you get paying gigs. So the whole goal is to get paying gigs. But if someone said to you, okay, I'm going to pay you, $10,000 to do your speech, you guys would probably freak out because you go like, I've only done it twice, or I haven't even done it yet. So, when you're doing a free gig, it takes the pressure off. They don't expect much. You're not getting paid. So we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to go over homework. Okay. And hey, Sarah, how you doing? Did you get the email that I sent you about the TED Talk?
Yes, I just read it actually. And then I resent you my rewritten TEDx try from a couple weeks ago. So
okay, fantastic. Okay, if you want to do that. I talked to Frank about you, and although he did love the thing I said about how to make a complete living in your pajamas.
Okay.
How entrepreneurials can make a living in their pajamas. So
maybe you guys will help me figure it out.
Yeah, one of those would be right. Oh, by the way, did you go do any research on the internet if somebody's doing workshops on rewriting your life script?
I haven't seen anything like that. I did look. Yeah, and some of them are doing some like program type things, but not just a workshop that I found. So
yeah, one thing I'd work on with that pitch is, the takeaways. Like if I'm going to, do a training or a workshop, whatever you're pitching, what, and I'm going to pay you X amount of dollars. What do I come out of there with? What specific, guarantees can I have? And, about our takeaways, we all have to be realistic. That's why I go like, I don't say a speaking career in 2 weeks, because that would be a lie. A speaking career, it takes time to develop in succession of steps to learn what your message is, learn where you fit in, doing some free gigs, all this stuff. And so, just make sure when you do your takeaways, you're not overreaching. All right. So what I like to do, I thought I'd go through the homework. We talk about getting gigs, free gigs. We get together, have a little jam session on ideas for free gigs. And how many of you, just raise your hand, were at the webinar yesterday? Anybody at the webinar yesterday? Okay. I was going to say 3, but I realized that's me over there. Okay, I was there. And so I was really like impressed with, because everybody put in the chat like their ideas for doing free gigs, and a lot of people had some really, really good ideas that I didn't even think of for myself. So we're going to go over some elements of the webinar, but in a more of a workshop thing to have you guys work out some free gigs. So it's homework time. So let me just see what we have here. I'm going to open it all up, and then I know some of you submitted a lot of stuff, so I'll ask you which ones you want me to look at. But let me just open them all up. Is Silverman here? Silverman? Nope. Carla, is she here? Nope. Cecilia, okay, you're here. Dawn, is Dawn here? I'm sure Dawn will be here. Okay. And then we have David. I got a lot from you. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can open that. Okay, let me just open this up. Okay. And I think that's that.
Don's here.
Huh? Oh, Dawn, you here? Hey, Dawn. Hi. I didn't see you.
Hi.
Okay. Fantastic.
Hi.
Okay, great. All right. And let me just get your thing opened up.
And I sent you an updated one just a little bit ago, Judy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just sent you a quick email. So.
Okay, let me just get that. 1 second. Okay, so we have. Oh, we hire speakers. Okay. Sarah. Okay, great. Perfect. Fantastic. Okay. All right, let me just get that opened up. Okay, I think I'm ready to go here. All right, Dawn, honey, can we start with you?
Okay.
All right, so Sarah, can you read, I'm going to share it and you'll see it. Can you read this introduction? And let me just get it for you. Okay. And it'll be on your screen. Okay, there it is. Maybe I can make it a little bigger. Okay. Can you see that? Could you like pretend it was a, you're hyping everybody up, getting everybody ready to hear Dawn's speech, and read it for us and introduce Dawn. Okay.
All right.
And then Dawn, what I want you to do is to do your first 1 minute. Okay, when you come on stage. Make something up, Dawn. You have about a minute to think of something.
I love the look on your face.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You're gonna come on, all right? And I would suggest opening with a rhetorical question. Dawn, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Take it away, Sarah.
Have you ever attended an awful presentation? Was it your presentation? Our next speaker, Don Franceschi, will help you become a presenter that has audiences leaning in and not dozing off. Whether you are seeking a promotion or sharing a passion, the ability to give an effective presentation can be crucial to achieving your goals. Now, you might be thinking, I don't know how to prepare, create, or deliver a presentation. Plus, I'm scared to death. Don feels your pain. Early in his 29-year career with the state of California, he gave some awful presentations. With a lot of time, effort, and practice, he finally learned the process of how to give an effective presentation. He now shares that process as an Amazon best-selling author, trainer, and coach. Don will be available in the back later for book signing and a special coaching package offer for attending today. So speaking about taking your presentation from awful to awesome, please welcome to the stage, Don Franceschi.
Yay!
Sorry if I slaughtered your name.
Don, did you leave?
He left.
He left.
I love it.
Don, did you leave?
Oh, man.
To hear you, Don.
All right, open it up. It's your first line. Go to it. Don? There it is. Don, you're on. Go ahead. I got you. Go ahead.
A little anticlimactic
Oh, wait, just stop clicking.
introduction.
Okay, introduction. Here he is. It's Don. Go ahead.
There are many ways to start a presentation. Most often for us, we tend to,
Don, did you have a stroke? Did you have a stroke, Don? Where are you? Go on. What's your opening line?
We lost him.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Poor guy.
Oh, dear. Oh, kiddo. Well, the first step to speaking is you have to show up. Okay, just say it. Okay. All right. Dawn, I just want to, I don't know, are you still here? I don't know if you have left or what's going on, but anybody have any ideas about his introduction? Anybody?
David
Anybody?
has just one.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
David. On his last name, since it's harder to pronounce, maybe he could spell it out phonetically for the presenter so they can actually read his name properly.
So Don, Fran.
Did you catch all that, or is everyone is frozen on my screen right now?
Oh, it's Franceschi.
Yeah.
Ski. Okay, Don. So we're just going to move on to the
Yeah,
compliment.
sorry about my connection, just it keeps dropping out.
No worries. Okay, our next speaker, Don. How do you pronounce your last name, Don? All right. Well, okay. We're having technical problems with Don. So, but I love this. Have you ever attended an awful presentation? Was it your presentation? Well, our next speaker, and then spell it out phonetically, helping them with eyes leaning in, not dozing off, you know? And whether you're seeking a promotion or just sharing a passion, the ability to give effective learning can be crucial to achieving your goals. I would change this sentence, it's a little literary, or sharing a passion when you can really deliver your message that hits home. You know, you'll get that raise, you'll get that promotion, people will listen to you. Give me specifics rather than achieving your goals. Okay, so, you know, things I could picture. Now you might thinking, I don't know how to operate, how to prepare, create, or deliver a presentation. You know, now you might thinking, I would just, instead of all those words, you might be thinking, and I love that you put an act out in here, really good. You might be thinking, I'd rather have a colonoscopy than give a presentation. I'm scared to death. You know, get a joke in there or something, you know? Well, Don feels your pain. Early in his 29 career in the state of California, he gave some awful presentations. Instead of awful, I wouldn't use that word again. Early in his career, you know, he found himself so scared to give a presentation that his hand shook. He muttered, you know, just give me some specifics. And he dedicated his time to the process. And now, but I don't have any credentials in here. So how did you become an effective speaker? Did you work with a coach? What is the name?
My credentials were long, so it made it too long, I thought.
Right, but a career with the state of California, I don't know, were you a janitor? I don't know, it doesn't tell me anything. So I would just fill in some specifics. I need the name of your book, okay? If you're a trainer, who have you trained? He's run training programs for American Express or what, it needs specifics, because when we're not specific, we just are vague, and vague does nothing, okay? You'll be signing his book titled, what is the title? Okay, all right. And the special coaching package I wouldn't offer in the intro. Okay, so love the title. Fantastic. Okay, well done, my friend. All right. So I would get us, you know, just write down your notes here. Okay, so let's go to somebody else here. All right.
I can't.
What can't you do? Someone? All right. Okay, now we have, who is this?
That's mine, I think. Yeah,
Okay,
that's mine.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your TED Talk pitch. What's your idea we're sharing? Let's hear it.
Negative beliefs about yourself, others, and the world are running your life and ruining your life.
I don't picture anything. Does anybody immediately have, what are negative beliefs about yourself? What are they? Anybody? Nobody? No. So you have to go,
I'm overweight.
yeah, get specific, feelings that you're overweight. And what does it mean, ruining your life? See, I don't know what you mean. Running your life and ruining your life.
Yeah.
In what way? So I would make it a little, what is the idea we're sharing?
Mm-hmm.
What is the idea we're sharing?
This is why I need coaching.
Yeah, like an idea we're sharing is, I'm going to show the audience, people are having a really hard time working for minimum wage. I'm just giving you an example, working for minimum wage and making ends meet. And I'm going to show you how with very little money, with no money, no upfront money, you can start your own business and work in your pajamas from bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, boom, I get that. That's a really, I want to listen. That's an idea. You have to look at what people write as far as their TED Talks,
Mm-hmm.
because it has to be clickable. You have to go, what is clickable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the idea we're sharing is what? A diet we're sharing is, if you have childhood trauma, or, you can that you are currently suffering from, you can rewrite the story of your life and actually change how you feel about your life.
Okay, that's what I want to say.
All right, darling. So it's on the video. I'm actually recording this. So
That's fine. I'll write it down.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So either of those. So write that down. Just seemed to sound good when it came out of my mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who is next? Next is David. Are we doing your jobs, David? Or you know what? I want to do Cecilia. Everybody, I want you to meet Cecilia. She's awesome. She's on the East Coast. And by the way, I haven't taught comedy workshops forever, but I'm doing a comedy workshop in May at Gotham Comedy Club. You guys are the first to hear about it, okay? So I'll be in New York in May for 2 days. So there you go. If anybody lives there. All right. So let's just go to Cecilia. Cecilia, congratulations. Thank you for doing this work. That is awesome. Your ideal audience. All right. Do you want to read this?
Sure. Okay, so these days everybody in business needs to be powerful communicators and to think creatively to keep up with changing.
Now let me ask you, everybody in business, are these dry cleaners? Are these janitors? I mean, everybody's in business.
Okay. I don't know this lingo very well, but I guess I'm thinking about more like managers and executives.
Is that who you want to speak to?
Yeah, and also, I mean, entrepreneurs and women. I don't know. I'm afraid I'm too broad.
All right. Go ahead. I'm not going to interrupt you. Finish the whole thing. Go. Start at the beginning.
Okay. So these days, I'll just say everybody needs to be.
Yes, that's fine, hon.
And to think creatively to keep up with changing times. What challenges does the speech address? They give uninspired presentations. They lack confidence to present their ideas in front of people. Their voices are monotonous, or they become tired and hoarse easily. So that's sort of one track. And the other track is they're not able to think outside the box. They have trouble responding to changing environments and circumstances.
Okay.
Credibility. From my professional experience for over 30 years as a singer, entertaining, and performing arts educator, I have performed concerts and one-woman shows from Boston to Bangkok. I've taught at universities and music schools, including Lesley University and Berklee College of Music. I'm the founder of Celia Slattery Studio, a top Boston studio for professional voice training. My topic. So this is where I'm trying to bring the show that I've already created into the play. Women Who Rock and Jazz Divas are one-woman shows with music that highlight the trailblazing women in American music.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you right here. A topic is, a bookable topic is, there's a list. It's like, so I talk on wellness. I talk on, it's like 3 words.
Okay, I looked at those, but what if I want to do really a show with music?
Okay, got it. Okay. All right, so maybe this rigid format is not going to fit you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So let me just ask you, if I said to you, you need to call Berklee School of Music and Lesley University, and you're going to speak to the students there, okay? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to speak to them. What are you going to speak on?
Okay, so can I use this as a singing and speaking thing? That's
However, you might want to get Carla here, who's here, is a wonderful musician who speaks on healthcare issues.
Okay.
And she has a song about, wonderful songs about comedy, and she plays guitar and she talks and she sings, and it's fabulous. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. But it's just murky because I want to pitch you. So I'm going to sell you to everyone. So
there's
all I'm saying is I want to know specifically, if you were to speak at Lesley University for music students, what would you speak to them on?
Well, I think there's sort of two directions, and one is empowerment, like using your voice to create change, to overcome obstacles. And then the other one is more just like technical, really, of like creating confidence to speak, to sing, to do powerful presentations, to unlock creativity. I don't know if those are two separate things. But
okay, got it. So I really like this, but I think you're all over the place with, I'm a performer, I'm a speaker, why don't you work on business women speaking up in using your voice in an empowering way. Okay?
Okay.
Now, that's not the title of it, but I'm saying it's a leadership tool. People don't listen to women. Okay, so if I started this off using the formula, what is the problem? The problem is that people dismiss women because of their voices. Women run for the presidency and they call them whiny. Women try to feel empowered and speak up and they call them harsh. Women did it, and their voice is actually turning people off. So many women have a very powerful message and something to say, but because of the tonality of their voice, it is turning people off. Certainly we need to change the system. Certainly we need to do away with misogyny. But until that happens, we women need to learn how to speak in a way to power speak. We need to power speak in a way that people can hear us, okay? So maybe your title is Power Speaking. And then everything makes sense because you're a voice teacher and you're everything, and and maybe you could, I have that issue in speaking. My voice, when I get nervous, my voice gets high. I would love to go hear a speech on things that I could do to work with my voice to make it more powerful without being strident. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. My goal is really to be able to do something that's a performance with music and then tie it
Well,
together.
I would suggest, yes, you can sell yourself as I also do performances, but your performance is your performance of what you do. A lot of people will do a speech like Mike, what's his name? Carnegie Hall, Mike Rayburn, look at him. And he'll come and he'll do a speech about leadership and achieving success and what does it take to get to play Carnegie Hall. And he incorporates, so start looking at other people doing it. But right now, it seems like you're all over the place and you just want to sing and do a show. That's not speaking. Speaking is, what am I going to teach people to do?
Well, so I was thinking of it more of a show and a workshop, but you're saying more like a show and a speech.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Or it could be a speech / workshop. Okay. But not everybody wants to be a singer. Okay,
Oh, that's, I know that, yeah.
Thanks for giving this, but I would suggest also to keep in the format of the message of you statement, which it starts off, you know how, da 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 da, have this challenge, blah, 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 blah. From my experience, yeah, you have some of it here,
Yeah.
but then it goes, you know, that's why I speak on blank. You know what I mean? So I would, you know, before you break all the rules, you know, follow them, and then you could futz with it. Okay, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but really fantastic first step, and it's great getting to know you. And one of the ways to get a free gig, to start getting stuff, is to go back to where you went to college and speak to the students. And that's really good, right? Because it's very focused, and then you get great video, because working at college, they have great auditoriums. Okie dokie. All righty. So next we have, just get to this real quick. David, which one do you want me to do? I have your eulogy or something else? Wait, David, are you there? Hello, hello? Hello, have we lost David? No. No, you're there. Okay. Okay, David, which one do you want to do? I have
Any one of them. I could read my eulogy if you want.
All right. Okay. Which would help us? Your eulogy is looks like it's very long. Let me go to another homework page. Okay. Give me 1 second and let me find it, please. Which one? Cruise number 5. This I like. Okay. Let's go to this. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So let's start with the message of you formula, because that's where we end up anyway. Okay. Go ahead. What do we have here? You want to read it?
Sure. At the very top one.
Well, you go like this. You know how Fortune 500 companies, parents, middlemen, and over. You just read it.
You know how I can't see it. I'm going to go to my own personal. I have it here as well because your screen is fuzzy today. So I'm just going to say, can you read it again? Because I just wrote down ideas. So you know how Fortune 5 companies, parents, you keep popping up and I'm trying to override you. You know how Fortune 500 companies, parents, middle management, and overweight students. That's all I have.
Okay. Well, let's go to they're overworked, they're out of shape, they waste too much time watching TV, they worry about what other people think. All right. So, you know what you need to do? You really need, David, to get a gig. Okay. And then what I want you to do is create this for your gig. You really need to think, because a Fortune 500 company, how do you get a gig for a Fortune 500 company, right? You have to be, they hire pretty up there speakers. So unless you go, your uncle is CEO of one, you'll get hired. But then it would be, you know how PNC Bank. So you have to write this for one audience. And that audience needs to be an audience that you're going to perform for. Because right now you're in your head and it's fuzzy for you, right? So if I say, David, okay, I'm going to do an experiment with you, okay? And I can do this with other people who are here too. We can do some improv. David, guess what? Yes. I got you a gig for a prison, okay? This is a men's prison. And we want you to talk for a half hour on anything inspiring for this audience. Please don't bring any knives, guns, or letter openers. Okay. All right.
That's what they said at my last prison.
All right. So you're going to work for a prison. I want you to adapt this thing for a prison and just get really real about it. Okay. You know how people in prison
I've lost you again. I can't hear or see.
You can't hear me? I'm not. Oh,
there you go.
I'm not talking. I wanted you to do this for prison.
Okay, unfortunately, my internet keeps going in and out. So I don't want to waste anyone's time. But
I can hear you, David. Just go, you know how people in prison, just try it. Go with it. Who cares?
You know how people are from prison are tired of doing the same thing over and over. It's just like life out in the corporate world.
No, don't relate it to corporate. Wait. You are going to do a gig for a prison. Okay. So you can't say it's just like the corporate, because corporate has nothing to do with people in prison. You're going to let go of everything you wrote. And I'm going to say you're doing a gig at a prison. And I just want you to just do a message of you statement for people in a prison. Does that make sense?
Yes. What was the first line again? I'm so sorry. I'm stuck.
Well, we can do this another time. You know.
Okay, I can't.
Yeah, you're having trouble with your internet. I understand. But what I want people to know is that unless you got to be very, very specific, okay, in your audience, and it has to be real, because I'm going to say, I want 10 prisons for you to call up and get a gig. You know, people, we have to take some leaps of faith here, and we have to start getting gigs, okay? And you can sit and futz with your speech forever and make up audiences that you're going to speak for. But the truth is, you've got to do this pitch. If I said to you, okay, you're going to call up, you know, you're going to, you know, I can give you the list that I sent out of, 5,000 associations. You're going to find, oh, I'm a member of this one. I'm going to call them up and I'm going to do a pitch. So this is your pitch. So anybody want to try it with a prison? Just want to try it? Want to take a chance? Rob, Dutch, anybody? Carla? You want to try it?
Yeah, I'll try it. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth.
Yeah, so. It doesn't matter. All you have to do is this sentence, and you can make up shit.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Yeah, just make up shit. Okay, go ahead.
You know how prison inmates have these challenges?
No, have this problem.
Have this problem.
They are
bored out of their minds.
Right. What else? Anything else?
They're so limited in their activities, and they feel like they have so few choices.
Right. That's good. Powerless. From
my professional experience as a former prison guard.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would do it for you. As my experience as
okay. This is not where we're making things up.
Health problem. Yeah, do your own. Go ahead.
Okay. From my professional experience as a survivor of chronic illness that left me felt trapped in my own body.
Mm-hmm. I speak on
topic.
Would be a good topic for people, creating freedom within yourself. Maybe something about being free would be a good topic for people.
Yeah, creativity comes to mind.
Great. I speak on what? What about creativity?
I speak on finding emotional and mental freedom through creativity.
Love it. Go ahead. This is based on what?
This is the domestic success. Is that where we are?
Yeah. This is also, this is based on
as well as what I learned from surviving had a stroke and congestive heart failure and being confined to a bed.
I show the audience how they will.
I show their audience how they will. Let's see. How they will reclaim their joy and their creativity through And the methodology is next, right? Or did
Yeah, and I'm going to get those results by?
I'm going to get those results by teaching them, writing exercises, and which can be done with a pen and paper, or which can also be done just by speaking aloud.
Yes. Now, if you give that picture of prison, they go, please, when can you be here?
Really?
I'm going to do it. Yes. Yes, you're not getting paid. I've done a lot of things in prisons. I've done things for women. I mean, but David, I was just saying, we need to be realistic. Now, Carla has taken, okay, this is for prisons. This is my message. This is my sales pitch to prisons. And, locked inside, you feel tired. You can feel angry. There can be rage, right? And that rage can go into your body, and you are unhealthy. And I am, a singer, a songwriter who's also faced this. And I'm going to show you how, using music, using songwriting, we can actually experience freedom even when we don't have it, right? I mean, that's like, wow, compelling. And you can immediately go through a speech. I don't know if you can videotape in prison, so that's problematic. But okay, well done, my friend. And so when we fill this out, if you go like overweight people have this problem, they're out of shape, they waste too much time watching TV. I don't know if overweight people waste time watching. This has to be really like, what is this group? Are you speaking for a Weight Watcher meeting? And if you're speaking for, how people in Weight Watchers have this problem, and the problem is not that they waste too much time watching TV and you're going to show them how not to watch TV. The problem might be yo-yo dieting. So everything has to do with the audience. And the audience has to do with who you know and who you can call tomorrow, right? It's not like a fantasy. It's real, right? If I was working at Staples as a clerk, I would go, hey, can I speak at the next meeting? What are you going to speak on? Well, you know how the employees seem really unmotivated and they don't seem able to handle difficult customers and customers start screaming? Well, I'd like to give a 15-minute talk on, okay, is this making more sense to everybody?
Yes.
Great. Okie doke.
Judy, that's the idea about speaking in prison and to women, and with my situation and kind of what I want to speak on, that just sounds really like a great takeoff for me, just to get some practice.
Oh my God, yes, 100%. If we're in this because we want to change the world, let's just start doing it. And I have to say that when you just go, it's not about me, it's about my message. I really want to help people. I really have a way to help people. Mm-hmm. I really see how people misuse their voice. I can change it. I can give people a powerful voice. I've dealt with so many health issues. I know that there's things that music has helped me deal with my health, and I really want to teach it to people. And then you've got to find places that you can do. So let's look at the list of, did you guys get that list of the list of associations?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Let me show you guys the list and see if I can find it. And it's, where would that be on my computer? Okay, list of.
Was that from the webinar last night?
Yeah, and I sent an email, right? But I don't have my email open because it uses too much. All right. Does anybody have it by any chance, or?
David does.
David, can you? Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess you can't share that. Like, it's not on your computer. You printed it out?
I did 10 pages worth.
Okay. Well, those links in there are clickable, and you can see when they're having conventions. So you can go and look at any kind of association and go, where do I belong? Which corporation supports my passion, right? And then you could find the exact right place to speak where the audience will love you, especially at a prison they can't leave. Captive audience. Anyway, so enough of the jokes. But that's like a great place. And it's like, I mean, like, Amy, you're a, a comic. Alaska, go talk to someone on like how to turn things into a joke and lighten up your life. Talk about what that has to do with your, what you've done as a job. You don't have to have big credentials to speak. You just have to be somewhat of an expert because of your experience. And you've done how many shows at comedy clubs? And then you can go talk to people to lighten up. Oh, okay. Oh, great. Okay, so thank you, David, for sending that to me. So let me show you the list. And let's just look at it for a moment for ideas about doing free gigs, because that is what we're doing. Thank you so much, David. Okay, let me just go. Here it is. All right. So can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So you go like, what have I done in my credentials? Am I in advertising, marketing, media? Am I obsessed with animals? Do I have any credentials with that? There's so many places you can talk. Like if you want to talk about, proper ways to, sea turtles, architecture. There's like thousands of them. U.S. Chamber of Commerce, if you want to develop a business message, hey, call up the Chamber of Commerce. First I would see in your local Chamber of Commerce, what's the demographics, what kind of speakers have they had, and do you think you fit in? But a lot of these lead to paying gigs. Here's a good one. International Virtual Assistants Association, I wrote a blog for them, and I bet in 2 seconds they would hire me to come speak for them. Anyway, some of them are larger than others, but meetup.com, that's a really big thing because they have meetups where people are experts at something and they just meet up and it's free, and they invite people over to, tell them about retirement or whatever. There's so many places you can do your speech. And then every state has, look at this, new list of New Jersey business associations. And if you click on any of these, there's lists within lists. New Jersey Chamber of Commerce, all of this stuff, manufacturing, but a lot of them are, let me just see. Anyway, it's huge. So how about we all pitch to one of them? You pick up the phone, and the way you do it is, do you have speakers at your, who's the person who hires speakers? And they go, you have speakers at your conference coming up. Who's the person who books speakers? And they'll give you an extension. You call them. You go, hi. And then you give them your 1-minute pitch, and that you are changing your professional speaker, but you're talking a new topic, and you would looking to do an engagement to get video, and I'm in the neighborhood and what have you. Just chat. You'd be surprised how many people will say yes. Okay, but it needs to be something that you have some kind of connection to. All right. some kind of connection to. I spoke at, like, I was getting all these emails for a women's networking group, and it was in my neighborhood. I called her up. I go, hey, can I speak? She went, yeah, sure. We need speakers. Okay. Some of these are big and they just hire stars like AARP and stuff like that. But there's a lot of local stuff. All right. So I would highly suggest you use this to get some ideas of who you can call.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Anybody have any questions about this? Or I'm going to give you just a little more information about this. And then what we're going to do is break up into twos. And I really want you guys to come up with some ideas, brainstorm some ideas of where you are going to pitch a talk. Now, I bet, like, you could have nothing, absolutely nothing, right? But if you're going to make that call and you make a commitment to make that call, believe me, you will have something, because there's nothing, because, you know, you just got to go, like, where do you work? Is there something with your current job that you can speak at a meeting? You know, what about schools that you've been to? I called to talk to Fairfax High School for a client, because I went to school there, and I called. They go, hey, I need to speak to the drama teacher. What's the email? I emailed. I said, hey, you know, I have a client. He needs, you know, to speak, and he you know, wants to speak to the drama club. Well, they arranged it. It was fantastic. And, you know, find a smaller niche. You can't speak to a large association or the dental convention that has 6,000 people come to it, you know, but you might want to have a talk for, if you're in the dental business or had stuff or customer service, like, niche yourself. Don't say you talk on customer service. Maybe you talk to, like, receptionists in the dental industry. So niche yourself so you can talk on something that is smaller and will come up. Like Frank King talks on suicide prevention, and he calls himself the mental health speaker. And if you put a mental health speaker, his name comes up on the first page of Google. So you want to try and get something where you come up with the first page. Okay, and then design your message statement. So, hey, you guys, let's all break up into groups, and I want you guys, when we come back, I want to hear at least 3 ideas of, let's see, here we go. And
Possible I can be with Carla.
You're always with Carla.
She's my speaking buddy, that's why.
All right. Oh God, now I have special requests. Damn it. All right, so I have to do it this way. 1 second. 2 to 3. Okay, breakout room. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Before you do that, Judy, what did you say? You want 3 ideas of what?
I want 3 ideas of some possible places or industries or sectors or volunteer organizations that you can, you know, you can do. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, one of you has to have 3 people in the group. All right. So we're going to go here and here. Breakout group here. Don and Patrick. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. So come in back with 3 ideas. All right. And just jam it. And you got about 10 minutes. I'll see you soon. Okie doke. Well, we just got back from private sessions. Let's see. All right. You guys hear me? Okay, great. So, why don't we just, 1 second, unmute myself. Okay, so why don't you guys start writing into the chat right here. And we'll go from there. All right?
All right.
Yeah. Just write into the chat and just have it be to everybody and we'll see. Okay, Rob, are you back?
I'm back.
Oh, hey, Rob. Didn't talk to you today. You had a question.
Yes.
And it was, do you recommend joining speakers associations, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Natural Stuttering Association. Yeah. Yes, I recommend getting as much stage time as you can anywhere. I was a member of NSA National. To join NSA National, I think you have to make at least $50,000 a year speaking. But the local chapters are awesome, and then you meet like-minded people. And I think the Atlanta chapter, the local chapter, NSA National Speakers Association, is excellent. So,
okay.
You know, I highly recommend it. I would be skeptical though, because they seem to have a lot of people there who kind of prey on new speakers. So I would just watch out for that. I would be very careful to like, oh, you know, I'm going to get you all this work and pay me all these thousands of dollars. And yeah, I'd just be careful of that kind of stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I see that on LinkedIn every day. Someone is trying to get me to connect with them on LinkedIn who's going to get me business as a coach or as a speaker.
Yeah, I actually decided to get a coach for myself, and I hired someone because I don't know, I really liked her, Catherine Fillmore, and it was bad. It was so bad because, you know, that's what I do, right? So, you know, on these things, I don't just sit here and go, all right, what do you want to talk about, right? You know, I have some ideas coming in and what have you. So I kind of filled in with her when she wasn't saying anything. And then I decided not stop talking so much. I'm paying her to coach me. It was a lot of money. It was $1,800 a month. And so I stopped saying things, and she had nothing to say. She said, well, I guess that's it for today. I said, well, we've just been on 20 minutes. Well, I guess that's.
Wow. You just picked the wrong coach, that's all.
You know, here's the thing, and we were recording the Power of Purpose podcast today. Watch out for shiny object syndrome. This person's going to offer you, you're going to get this right away, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to lead you by the hand. And, you know, the truth is, what we're talking about today, about make that phone call, you have to do it. There's a point where no one can teach you anything. You have to take action. You have to take courage. And there was a great quote. Let me find it for you from one of the speaker agents who books me, and I want to show it to you because I think it's really, really well said. He said, you know, you can't motivate others if you can't motivate yourself. There's no such thing as a lazy motivational speaker. They tend not to be the slacker type. Well said. Okay, so let's see what you guys got. Okay, so everybody put in the chat, put in what your ideas are. We'll go from there, okay? National Stuttering Association. Patrick, 100%. And also put in your personal mess to success story. Because, you know, being a project manager is getting projects unstuck. You are the master of being unstuck. And I think you should say in your speech, thank you. Thank you for giving me this challenge, because it's made me a better person. It's made me work harder. It's given my message in life. It's given my life meaning. And I think that's the ultimate thing for the national, that's an inspiring thing for the National Stuttering Association. Yes, 2 local universities, you can do it no matter what. Dawn, California Parenting Institute, okay, local Chamber of Commerce, yes, and they offer a lunch. Well then, okay, and at my local state agency building, great. Patrick, local school district, yes, 100%. I just applied actually to do a TEDx talk for high school kids. I went, what the hell? This sounds like fun, you know? I tell you, anytime you get out of the house and you speak, you get business. It just happens. Amazing things happen, but you gotta get on the field. Let's see, Boston Women in Media and Entertainment, Wonder Woman Boston, bostonbusiness.com, the Boston Club, okay. I'm booked to do 3 gigs for seniors, not big pay, some pay, awesome. Carla, that is awesome. Carla, do you want to talk about how you got it? Everybody wants to hear. Go ahead. How did you get it? Wait. I'll do it. I don't know, it's not working. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay, how's that?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. That's like we're trying to unlock the car.
I know. I'm codependent. I tried to do it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So the first step was a friend/fan of my music told me that I should play for her women's club. So they wanted sort of a presentation as opposed to just a concert. I said I can do that. And I did that back in November, and she sort of engineered this, that she knew somebody who books speakers for senior centers around here. And she made sure that that woman was at my presentation and that she liked it. Her name is Joni, the woman who books the things. Joni really liked it, came up and talked to me afterwards. I followed up with her. She gave me her card and I followed up with her. And then she got back to me at the beginning of the year and started sending me dates. And they're all within about an hour of my house. And they only want about 40 minutes. They don't want anything longer. They're all seniors, and I'll be doing the talk on health and humor and the importance.
That's awesome. I mean, you think of seniors. I'm a senior, for God's sake. So yeah, I'm a senior. So, you know, we have these ideas, seniors, and I better talk slow and loud, and, you know, not the case. And there are, once you get into this thing and you develop something in this genre, right? There's the Red Hat Society. You got to then, you know, there are so many things for seniors, and just get a videotape and make sure the sound is good. Do a wireless mic along with your other mic. Okay. That is awesome, Carla. Yay-hoo. I'm going to have to put that in the letter that I send out for this about you, because I'm proud of you. Prisons, halfway houses, moose, elks, animal clubs. Awesome, David. Fantastic. Who are you going to call? Are you going to call?
I've spoken to all of those before.
And you can do it again, right?
Correct.
Fantastic. That's wonderful. Sarah, women in prison. I love that. Sarah, I think you're going to get from speaking for women in prison, somehow we got all into prisons on this talk, but it'll give you stories, you know, it'll give you stories from what these people create to put in your act. I saw Wally Lamb speak. He's an award-winning New York Times bestselling author, and he told the most compelling stories about a writing workshop that he did in prison, and he read some of the stuff, and it blew us all away. Mm-hmm. And the stories, oh my God. So collect those stories. I do it. Editorial Freelance Association, a workshop for women at our church. A lot of speakers start at churches, okay?
Judy, I have a question. So if you get, this is Sarah, if you get free gigs like this where you're not getting paid, can you say then that you're a public speaker? Even though you're not paid.
100%.
Okay.
100%. You got paid and maybe they gave you a hamburger.
A smile, a laugh.
Can I say I'm a comic if I'm just, working comedy clubs and making $25 a set? 100%.
Okay.
Of course. State hospital associations, Rob. Oh yeah. If you go into healthcare, awesome. Universities. Well, you gotta, get specific. I'm calling which university and which department. Rural health associations, great. Patient symposiums, nurse symposiums, palliative care hospice. Okay, good. But I think you got a new, Carla, I think you got your senior thing. Your senior thing. You're going to be the hot catch of the senior. We can share medication. All right. David, libraries, universities, local chamber meetings. All good. All right. I got to say, I need to give a gift. I'm going to give an autographed free copy of my new book that's being written to the first person who emails me and goes, Judy, I called and I said, I'm a speaker. I speak on this topic. Do you have any speaking opportunities? I am committed to, do your message of you statement and do it. I'll give you, what else should I give you? Anything? Anybody want? You can have this
half hour of coaching.
What?
A free half hour of coaching.
No, an hour.
That's a big one.
A David.
Go big or go home.
All right, I'm going to give a half hour of free coaching to the first person besides Carla who calls me and they made a call. Okay? Email me. I'll give you my time.
David says, Judy, I called.
Yeah, he called Judy. He called his mother. Can I come over and talk to you? Okay, go to it, everybody. I'll see you in 2 weeks. All right? Oh, and this free gig thing, I'm going to post it on the message of you. The webinar will be up in like 4 days, a week maybe. And I'll let you know when it's up there, but you should watch it. It was a really good webinar with a lot of great information on scoring these free gigs. All right. Take care. Bye, everybody.